A lot of people stand between that lukewarm phrase. They have that tug of war between themselves. Don't know if they want to leave someone or be with them, or leave this job or stay with the job, and such and foremost. But this today, 2017, within our 35 weeks left in this year, we're going to speak on powerful or pitiful. So give me a round of applause. All right, let me get together, man. I gotta get comfortable. Thanks. All right, this is my apple top, y'all. I gotta represent. Let's go. Skinny, slim, ain't the only one gonna be, the show. All right, make a little blind. All right, man. So, what I want to say first, I want to say thank everyone for showing up. Everyone that's new to me, thank you for giving me the opportunity to be able to, share my insight and my skills. Definitely, the company name is Family Over Relative, and I'm gonna go brief into that because family is very important. Family is the type of individual that's gonna make sure you do right. Family gonna make sure you in school, you take care of your business. If you got hard times, you struggling, whatever, they're gonna get you together. And if you got a line, they're gonna pop you in your head and tell you about yourself. No filter. That's family. A relative, someone that will probably come and visit you on a funeral or visit on the so-called family reunion that we don't see often. And they come and get the plate. Their kids don't know your kids. And they move around. So them relatives. But the problem is with the relative is that they still have an opportunity to revert back to family. It's just that easy. But what happens is when people wake up, they don't know how to control their attitude. And that's the most contagious thing in the world, is attitude. If you can wake up and your attitude can meet your gratitude, you taking off. Wherever that day you got planned ahead of you, it's gonna work. Because we all put on one pants leg at a time, and we all got 24 hours in a day. But it depends on what you do with your time. Because if you're gonna take swimming lessons from people who consistently drowning, then it don't look too good. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into the powerful thoughts and stuff like that. Because as soon as you conceive or entertain a thought or any thought, it immediately flows into the endless universe and attract like thoughts. Just that simple. Your thought controls so much of your day, so much of what you're doing, everything. Because if you're sick, depressed, stressed out, people don't eat, they shut their body down. And then your body trying to figure out, what's wrong with you? Because the problem is we got to be able to balance our heart with our mind. It got to be on an equal balance. Now, I just have a question. Who got keys? Y'all heard that song. Who got keys? Keys. Who got keys? Everybody got keys?
Keys to a house, to a car?
Yeah. Okay. But who got the master key? Let me ask that one. You got the master key. You got it. There we go. Round of applause for the people who got the master key. See, y'all thought it was a trick question. See, the power of a thought will give you exactly what you give. But you got to have it in the first place to give it. Because once you do those things, everything that's in the power of the universe will be you. I look at universe, the first three letters of the universe is you and I. So that means in your world and in my world, we share this. Like we came together today, this is my family. We came together. We sharing this opportunity, we sharing this platform, we giving the youth an opportunity, and we trying to get things together. Because all growth is from within. And this is evidence. This is evidence. Because every plant, every human, and every animal have a living testimony. But the problem is, the error comes with age. The reason why? Because we look for power from without, instead of seeking power from within. And the coercion will create basically a type of platform that can kind of work for you. But my job today, I'm gonna keep it short and brief. My job today is to be able to heal the wounds that I have open, find contact and connection with the people I have scarred. Because I don't know where I might end up within this 35 weeks that's remaining. And you gotta be careful who you take advice from. Because nowadays, people will give you advice to lead you in the wrong direction because they probably intimidate up your ambition, your attitude, how you move, how you talk, why people gravitate to you. People find any little reason to be mad at you. I don't like how she look, or I don't like how he look, or his hat this way, or this and that. But can anybody tell me a reason why you like somebody? Just name one reason why you like somebody. Can I ask a few questions? Cool. So go ahead. Y'all can answer. There ain't no, what's up?
Vibe. The vibe describes your tribe. The vibe. You know what I'm saying? Vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Funny, being funny.
Being funny. I like you said that. Because humor. Positive, true indeed. Because humor can last a relationship. Do you know that? If you notice, if you get somebody that ain't got no personality, either friend or significant other, but if they don't have no personality, it's dry. You're looking like, what's wrong with you? Do you know what I'm saying? But a person that has a little sense of humor, that can get you laughing, that can be able to come back when you cool off and say a little something, or, you know, I ain't gonna go too explicit, but do certain things to be able to gain that back. Because the problem is with fear that a lot of people are afraid of is that fear has a thing to mess with your physical. And what I mean by that, fear stops a lot of people from going far in life. Fear actually stops people from taking a risk. Sometimes you have to take a risk if it's a good risk. I mean, don't go and try to say, I'm gonna take a risk robbing a bank, because you know what that's gonna lead you. But take a risk of saying, you know what, I'm gonna try to graduate, or I'm gonna try to do something nice for Mother's Day, and happy Mother's Day for the mothers, to the mothers or future mothers, and such and foremost. Those are certain things that we have to really, 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 really pay attention to. Because the higher your station, the greater the reward. So who raising the bar today? Y'all powerful or y'all pitiful? Now, come on now. Don't call it out. Who raising the bar? So today when y'all leave here, y'all go to sleep tonight, y'all wake up, you gotta raise the bar. Because you can't, your commitment and your attitude have to be better than yesterday. But if you wake up complaining about yesterday and you bringing that over into the day and you didn't have sleep and rest, your day gonna be foul. Everybody come around, you gonna piss you off. McDonald's ain't gonna be able to give you your food right. Everything gonna go wrong. You gonna be like, man, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? But we gotta remain at tune with the hearts and the minds of the people that's struggling below us. Let me put that out there. Because if you don't, when you fall or fall off, they will help you fall from your grace. Because they're going to say, damn, this person was never around when I needed you, so why am I going to look out for you? So why your car broke down on the side of the road? I'm going to turn my head like I don't see you. That's like the bus drivers do. You ever try to run for a bus and they just turn their head and you be like, man, you seen me. But this is how it will happen. Because today, I'm living my dream. Today, I'm living my dream. But a lot of people dream about living. They dream about living. But I'm living it, man. I mean, this is my little audience. I had like over 20-something talks. I travel around a few little couple states. And I met all sorts of people. But I'm going to keep it real. Every time I come in front of it, I get that gut feeling like, oh, snap, it's going to go down. Like that fight, or, you know, if y'all ever...
A little boo-boo feeling?
Yeah, you know, you feel it like, oh, man.
Little boo-boo.
But I also think about, like, I can't let that happen, because I think about, like, the boxers that get in the ring. They don't know if they might get landed a wrong punch and be knocked out on national TV, or get beat up by a woman in front of kids, or whatever. But they get in that ring and they got heart. Even if they don't throw no punch, they just take it. They got more heart than me. But by tomorrow, I'm going to be able to match that heart. Because I'm going to be able to get in that ring and throw some punches and ball up and throw some more punches. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to live that spirit, y'all. We got to live that spirit that's right in the exact. Because if you live that spirit, man, anything that's impossible, that bad, will not come to you. You got to feed your spirit. How do you feed your spirit? Some people meditate, some people pray. Some people read books, some people get around people that got a good sense of humor, good personality, or even a lending ear. But you got to find your position, because you can't be all of it. You got to leave room for the pros and get developed, you know? Because Oh, speaking on that, the unfortunate sometimes can draw the misfortune on yourself. And how this happened is, well, I'm gonna say this, yes, you can die for someone else's misery. Because you're thinking that you're helping a man from drowning, but you really is suffering and getting pulled in and suffering from your own disaster and demise. Just that easy. And then when you're around unhappy people, unmotivated people, that's why you're gonna turn out. I try to stay away from people that talk about other people. Because what happened is, I got around some people, and I got to talk about other people. And I'm like, man, is I'm phony now? You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I also want to build on, I just want to say, man, is that the wolf that's climbing the hill is hungrier than the wolf that's on the hill. Because it takes strength, it takes muscle, it takes ambition, motivation. It takes everything to get up there. And we got to get up there. Because the one that's on the hill, he eating, he chilling, he laying back. He like, oh, I'm good. I'm gonna watch this. But we are the individuals that's trying to get up there. Because we like, hey, there's enough food up there for all of us now. Don't be selfish. Because people is so easy, man, to switch. Change of weather. You know? But today, man, I just being committed to being self. I'm being committed to myself, obviously, but I'm trying to develop myself and not set myself up for self-destruction. You know, because the harder the task, the greater the reward. Whatever you can feel you can jump off, do it. Because, you know, one thing I also want to just kind of touch on is that when I changed my life, when I first came up here in 2005, and I remember I was outside my granny's funeral, and a lady came up to me and said, "You come to Minnesota and get a job and get on your feet. I'll help you." I ain't know her. She know my mama, but I don't know, you know, the age difference. I was like, "That's cool, but who is you? We related." So she told me, "I'm your cousin in XYZ." So I said, "All right." And I got to thinking, I said, "Do I really want to go to Minnesota?" So I'm thinking it ain't just nothing but evergreen trees. You know how they kind of play on TV. I'm like, it's just never summertime. It's just always snow. Evergreen trees, wolves, bears. And what happened was, when she told me that, another lady came up and said, "He's a gangster. Don't bring him. He gonna mess up you. He gonna mess up some stuff. He gonna make you look bad." But if she had listened to that woman, which is my other cousin, if she would have listened to her, then I probably wouldn't be where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? But she didn't let nobody else change her direction because she stayed focused and said, "You know what, I believe in him, and I don't even know him." She immediately jumped into a positive mindset and said, "I can help this young man. He took care of my auntie, whatever. I can help him. I can give him an opportunity." And she gave me that opportunity. Now, don't get me wrong, when I came up here, I was still a little Chicagoan. But I've been here 12 years, so that Chicago did deceased. Because when I go to Chicago, I'm like, so Minnesota, and I'm like, man, it's wild up here, man. I gotta get back. I gotta get back to Minnesota. 2 days in Chicago, man. I was just telling my people, I gotta have a vest, a bulletproof car, how much those cost? Man. But we know how that city is, and we know the liberty. So that should tell you something. I want to come back up here. But I guess the moral of my story is that I take action, I took responsibility, and I got shit done. Excuse my language. But in that case, I had to say it like that. So you can feel it. Because what you sitting around for? What you waiting on? You waiting on a check? You waiting on love? Because happiness is not found, it's created. Yeah. So what can you do? Is you going to get out here and create this, or you just going to let it fly past? And always, man, can anybody count how many good friends they got on their hand? That wasn't even part of my script, but I was thinking about it, because I'm thinking about it myself. Like, how many actually good friends I actually have? But one thing I want to say is, one thing people always recognize is attitude. Attitude is very contagious, because power is never seen, it's felt. And if you not careful when you're around the wrong individual, I guarantee you'll be electrocuted. That's how energy flows. But if you're around the right person, you'll get energized. Yeah. Because that's like my cousin brought me up, and she energized me. She ain't hit me with the vote. No, you go get back. She said, no, get yourself together. Don't get in no trouble, because then it's going to make it harder for you. I took heed. And then the whole thing is, be careful who you let into your world. Be careful who you tell your business to. You gotta be secret about something. Don't let social media know about your relationship business. Because you know what happened? They laughing at you. And then when they laugh at you on the social media, the homies, they in the inbox. What's up? I know he wasn't right. I seen what he did the other day. I ain't want to tell you. Oh, he didn't tell you we went out? You know, because what happens is, man, we get too comfortable because somebody showed their teeth. And we like, oh, you know what? This person is actually a good person. And I'm really digging this person. You know? Another thing I want to say is that, you know, if I'm a little bit off the wall, just, you know, slow me down. But I just want to say that my words today is to attract strong minds. But if you get offended, you probably look soft with the skin in it. You know, you gotta have some tough skin. Because when you step out this door and anything was to come out, what is the best solution? What is the best idea? What is the best thing that you can do? Basically, what is your why? Because that's what it boils down to. Why? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Why are you going around?
Church or the Black Panther meeting?
I don't know what you know, but what happens but what happens is when you do that why, and you can't explain why you're doing it, then people won't take you serious. They will say, you know what, it's a phase, you know. Why sell drugs? Man, it's tough out here. Trump ain't let nobody get no job. That's your excuse. So you can't sell clothes, can't go sell cars, go buy 2 cars. You don't need a dealer license, buy 2 cars, nothing. I guarantee you make more money quicker selling them cars than you would selling drugs initially. Because what ends up happening is when you're out here, people will end up want to rob you, want to kill you, jealousy, girls, scheming. It's too much to deal with. And me, I don't have that much. My attention span ain't that great to give it and to service to that. Because all human experience is first felt and dealt with the 6 senses. The touch, smell, see, you know, hear. All those things is your first approach to experience. But the funny thing is that they say experience is the best understanding, but people always take things for what it is. Well, take things for what it appear to be, but not for what it is. I say everybody's doing great. You know, and I don't want to pretend to be I also come up here to do this. I have a national cleanup I'm doing. I call it Take Back the Blocks because we got to get out here. So if anybody want to volunteer, there's going to be some information to get out here and just do some little work. And don't trip. I contact the police. I'm not a snitch. But I contact them and let them know that we're going to have some individuals out there working. And don't come up there thinking that we, you know, on some civil rights or Black Lives Matter movement. We just out there just trying to show people how to be productive and get back to our community. So overall, I don't come on here to act like a better black man or all that. I'm just a prepared black man. And I just encourage everybody else, man, to raise your bar, get your money marker, make sure these people is real, and take care, man. And thank y'all for coming out.